Hey, attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So guys, few more thoughts that I had in regards to why a bone is going to be skyrocketing, why Shibarium is really going to work out, and most importantly, why demand is going to be pushed up big time. Okay, because if we want to make this work, we need demand. We need a demand. That is the most important thing, because as great as it is, if nobody is consuming the product, the service, then it's absolutely gonna collapse. It's, if I was to make an analogy, a comparison, imagine you open up the best restaurant in the world, the tastiest restaurant, but if nobody comes, okay, if it doesn't have any customers, then it's going to go bankrupt and it's going to get closed. Simple as that. So demand needs to keep it going. Simple as that. And that is the case for Bone. So here we are, with Bone, hoping and trying to figure out who, how, why is going to be loading up on Bone, because as you know, Bone is directly connected to Shibarium. Bone is the gas token for every single transaction on Shibarium. So you want to use Shibarium, you want quicker, cheaper, more efficient, process, then you're going to need a Bone as the gas fee. Right now, whenever we're buying, for example, Bone, you go on Shibaswap, you need Ethereum, right? So this is going to be the case for Bone, as it's going to be a gas token for whatever you buy. And guys, I can tell you right now that not only are lots of projects waiting, but there are a lot of individuals out there, and yeah, they may not be the most intelligent, the wisest, and probably you won't even agree with their ways of thinking, but they do exist. Okay, and those are the ones that don't want to load up heavily right now because they don't want to pay the transaction fees. Okay, so they're deciding to wait until Shibarium comes out. And then they will try to load up on Bone with everything within the Shiba ecosystem with no transaction fees. I mean, yes, it's quite a dumb move, but there's a lot of these individuals out there, a lot of investors like this. Okay, and they've probably loaded up a little bit right now, but they think that they're trying to save in the short term. Like that, these little bits, because they think they're more important than the overall picture. That's that's fine, because it's their decision. I'm not here to try to force them. I mean, I can give them the information, I can explain things, but if they are so angry about paying some transaction fees, if they're that much into saving money, then they will probably wait until Shibarium comes out and then make their transactions go through for zero fees, not zero fees, but for very little fees, put it this way. So these type of individuals, I think, are in the thousands. I know it's crazy to think of that, but I've had a few discussions, and a few individuals have expressed the concerns about the transaction fees, and they are only gonna be loading up after Shibarium. So that also is interesting, because it looks like we have a few thousand potential investors, okay, joining, pushing the demand, okay, loading up the markets. The curve, the charts will feel the pressure, the buying pressure, and obviously rise, okay, and we're going to see a lot of volume transactions. So that is another angle, another side where we're going to be seeing a lot of demand, and that sort of demand could be pushing it by a few dollars up. You'll see Bone, guys, going over some impressive numbers that you didn't even think of in the past, because there are that many types of individuals, not just projects, not just other investors that don't believe in Shibarium and will only invest after Shibarium, but also those that are so into saving money that they will only invest once Shibarium comes out, so they don't have to pay these transaction fees. It's crazy to believe that those type of individuals exist, but hey, we can't all be the same, okay? The world wouldn't function. So right now we will be loading up on these crazy bargain prices. Absolute treat. We have seen a Bone go up in price, which was very nice. Okay, so if I was to open up the 7-day chart, you'll see, okay, you saw that spike where People got very excited. We saw a lot more volume because, as you know, I've expressed in the past that once a wave like this starts happening, volume tends to go up. Okay, look at this. Look at this. It was always trading around that, from these days, okay, around 3 million, 4 million, 3 million. And then, guys, there was a point, okay, so it started going 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, and then it hit 6. It hits 6 because people thought at this point it was going to carry on going, but it kind of stabilized here. But anything is possible. Remember, everything that is happening right now, it doesn't really matter that much because it's all pre-Shibarium. So if you're upset because it didn't carry on going up another 5 cents, who cares? Most important thing is that you load it up on pre $1, okay, below $1. That is the most important factor. The rest does not matter that much. And I can tell you right now that as things are starting to, slowly stabilize, as we're getting more developers, admins, influencers talking about a potential release around this summer, this is what interests me the most, okay? Because we are so close, okay? So close. And everybody that is waiting for Shibarium, they will get Shibarium. Like, this video, I was just trying to put out the point that there are so many that don't want to be paying transaction fees right now. They have their little game plan that they would rather, have Shibarium and then make their purchases. Well, they're going to get their Shibarium out very soon, and you're going to see massive volume transactions, okay? So I'm expecting big numbers to be happening. I'm expecting the charts to be absolutely exploding, okay? So if I was to open up the 1 year chart, guys, this is all going to be dwarfed, okay? So you see $2.50, you see where my mouse is, it's going to be all the way to $100, and we're going to see a chart more or less like this, okay, but the other way around, okay? So you're just going to see kind of a flat curve, and then it's going to go all the way up here. It's going to be so nice. Okay, so worth the wait as well. And as markets are picking up, as we could be heading for a bull run at some point, it's all going to help out as well. So we're going to be accumulating a lot of dollars on our bone. So forget about whatever you see right now, these prices. You'll probably never ever see such cheap prices, but if you are intelligent enough, then you know that perhaps right now these opportunities do exist and you really need to look into them. I'm not a financial advisor because it is your own decision. I'm here just to give you information, to give you motivation as well, not to feel, so you don't feel, guys, that you are low down. Not to put your heads down, because it can be difficult to wait. I get it. It's very difficult, and even those that they wait for a long time, at some point they start questioning, they start going over all their investments on their portfolios, and maybe if they're not up to date with what's going on with Bone, it just seems like like a dead token from looking at the graphs. But guys, I can tell you right now that if you are informed and you know exactly what's going to be happening, then you wouldn't even have these type of questions in your head, okay? Especially this year is the magical year. If you waited all 2022, if you had investments in Bone 2022 and you're not prepared to wait for 2023, then you are making such a big mistake, okay? You're never going to be able to forgive yourself, because the worst thing is selling off, cashing out, and realizing that what you sold off is worth 50, 100 times more after the time you sold off. That is very painful, regardless of the little profits that you took out, okay? So as I've said, let's keep going. You will see massive pumps, lots of new investors joining. Also investors that have already invested probably want to invest after Shibarium to see if they can save some on transaction fees, which in my opinion isn't the greatest of ideas, but hey, it is their choice, and there's probably a lot of them, and it's going to help us to push that Bone up. So as usual, don't forget to turn that notifications bell on, subscribe, guys. This community is growing. It needs you need us, guys. Together we will make this happen. And also don't forget, okay, most importantly, to comment down below. Guys, engage. I'm loving the long paragraphs, your thoughts, your ideas. I'm reading all of them, and they are really also encouraging me. As much as I love to give you motivation, I love to hear motivation from you guys, okay? So your texts do matter. So as usual, what can I say? As things are progressing, as they're becoming more interesting, I just want to say that I am very thankful. You know, I appreciate everything, all the support. And guys, I will see you in my next video. Peace out.